What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Option Select Podcast, episode 279. We're back at it right after the Video Game Awards. I'm joined by my right-hand man partner in crime, OS Chameleon, a.k.a. Steven. What's up, dog?
What's up?
Man, how was your week?
It was all right.
Yeah.
The Game Awards was
Bust.
overall. Well, if you had to grade the Game Awards overall, scale of 1 to 10, going to give it an IGN 7,
like a 6.
a 6, right?
A solid 6.
A solid 6. It was better than average, but
it didn't.
It didn't blow me away, dude.
It didn't bring me Metal Gear Solid Delta release date. It didn't. I mean, they showed off at least 2 games that were 2 years plus away, which is Interstellar and Witcher 4, right? At least 2 years away.
Yeah.
And the games that they did show off, I just wasn't like super hyped about it anyway.
Right.
But there's nothing that really like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like right now. It's like,
but at the same time,
all CGI trailers.
Other than Metal Gear Solid, I mean, what would have been a cool announcement?
What would have been a cool announcement?
Yeah. Like, is there anything that I guess I don't know, man. It's like, what would have made the show better? I guess is my.
I mean, there's always the cringe from the Game Awards, which is always like a thing, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess better video game announcements. I don't know.
Yeah, it catered towards us. I mean, clearly there was a lot of video game announcements, and there's a lot of games that just don't pertain to us. Like, we just don't play those types of games, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I feel like it just didn't hit this hard, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we got surprises. Don't get me wrong. Like, we got a fucking random ass Elden Ring surprise, which is kind of cool, but that's it.
What is that supposed to be?
It's a multiplayer mode. That's all it is.
Oh.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, that's not what made Elden Ring so good. Like, is it going to be good? Probably. I'm pretty sure there's people are going to play the shit out of it, but I don't know. I feel like this Game Awards was just missing something.
We'll get into that.
I don't know what it was missing. I really don't. Like, I can't think of a game or an IP. I mean, granted, them announcing a new Warhammer anything would have been dope as fuck, but I don't know. It's kind of, like you said, a 6 is perfect. You know, it's kind of lackluster, whatnot.
Yeah, it was fine. It was watchable.
I feel like it was like safe is a good word for it. Like, they didn't do anything crazy. But yeah. But that was Thursday night. Prior to that, all I played this week was Marvel Rivals. I didn't even turn on Path of Exile. I have been logging into the First Ascendant.
Get your stuff.
Just to get the free logins, because you just need like 14 of them. I did that. And that's all I do is literally log in, collect my stuff, get out. I'm like, oh, cool. Playing the hell out of some Marvel Rivals. Learning a little bit more of the different characters. Was playing today with Ian. He just picked up Luna, and he was just being my little pocket healer. So we won way more games than we lost. Let's put it that way. Because if for whatever reason, if he was healing, sometimes I would heal, and like those games we definitely won because we're both competent healers. Like, we know our role. We don't need kills. We're just going out there. You got to keep the tanks alive. But overall, I'm really enjoying the game. I did buy the battle pass. Just working my way through it. It's $5, bro. Like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
I was like, oh, okay. Like, once I looked at how much it cost and everything, it's like, oh, it's $5. Here's $5, bro.
You can have my $5.
You have my $5. I've done worse with $5, you know? Looking at you, Apex Legends. No. But yeah, that's all I played this week. As far as what I watched, I am caught up on Dune.
Hell yeah.
It is easily the best show I'm watching right now.
Facts.
Easy, bro. I feel like I was gonna start a new anime, but I didn't. Still coming off the high that is Free Run.
It's a great fucking.
That was good.
Great show.
Me and Morris did go to the movies Sunday night after last week's podcast.
Yeah, what'd y'all see?
And we saw the movie The Returned.
What is that?
Which is basically a part of a story called The Odyssey, which is a book written by Homer. This is following the return of Odysseus back to his island, where his wife, who is the queen, needs to pick a suitor. She doesn't want to pick a suitor because she's still holding out hope that 10 years after the war, that her husband would return. And in glorious fashion, he did return. And Odysseus is played by Sir Ben Kingsley. Watching the trailer, me and Morris got because the trailer made it look like it was way more action. Now, when it got to the action sequences in this movie, they were quick, fast, and bloody. Like they were, and they weren't like over the top battles fights either, like scenes or anything like that. Like at one point, the dude is searching and he walks up to the guard or to one of the slaves and he's like, "I'm looking for the girl. Where is he?" And the slave's like, "I don't know." The guard just looks at him, just cuts his throat as he's walking away. That's it. Like, oh damn, like it gets bloody, you know. But they tell it from the perspective of Odysseus, and he's kind of having like PTSD to a point. Like he doesn't want to talk about the war, you know, but he doesn't automatically reveal himself either. And of course, they do the whole challenge of Odysseus' bow. Like only he's able to string the bow, and he has to fire it through 10 iron rings or whatever without the arrow touching any of the rings. And of course, he's able to do it at the end. But it's after he slowly just starts killing all these suitors one by one. It does get bloody. It's just, it made it seem like it was going to be more involved with the actual Trojan War than or the Battle of Troy, I should say, than it actually was. But overall, it was a decent movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a solid 6.5 on IMDb.
Yeah. I would have given it a 7. There was too many what I call artistic shots. Like something would happen and the camera would just pan out to the sky or to the ocean or to the trees and just linger there for like an extra 8 seconds for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care for artistic shots, really, you know? Like I don't need time to ponder on what I just heard. Just get on to the next scene. That's just me. But overall, decent movie. I didn't hate it. I wasn't ready to like walk out or anything like that. But that's pretty much all I did this week. I did watch some football. The Texans won today. We played sloppy again. Like it just, I don't know what it is about these guys. They're just sloppy. I watched no UFC yesterday.
There was a UFC?
Yes, Colby Covington.
Oh.
Who had what the internet is saying, the greatest walkout of all time.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because he comes out with the American flag and he comes out to the song Real American Hero. And right next to him is the Real American Hero, Hulk Hogan, with an American flag also.
Nice.
Like, I started laughing. I was like, what the fuck? And of course he loses. He ain't what he used to be, dude. Like it's just, it is what it is, dude. Time catches up to everybody.
Father Time is undefeated, baby.
Undefeated. But I played Zero Path to Exile this week. I do need to get back on it. It is a fun game. It's just Marvel Rivals got it into me right now, dude. Like the games, as soon as the game's over, I queue up for the next game. I'm instantly in. So it's like so many people are playing right now. It's just easy to get in. Oh man. So that's pretty much where I'm at when I'm not watching random YouTube videos. Just playing Marvel Rivals.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. And of course we saw the Game Awards live.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like you said, it's just overall is a above average show this year. But that's
it's slightly above average.
Slightly above average, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did.
Well, for me, was the Game Awards with you on Thursday. Worked Monday. I was off Tuesday because I was still sick. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Thursday, I wasn't in the greatest of moods because I had to cover half the route that they couldn't complete on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, I was drunk by the time you even showed up to the house.
In true Mexican fashion, when you were angry, you started drinking.
Yeah, fucking A.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna beat my wife or.
We don't know that.
I'm not gonna.
We don't.
I'm not gonna hit my dogs or do anything like that. But I'll. There's a brand new bottle of whiskey I bought Thursday.
It's almost empty.
It's like halfway. I killed half.
It's below half. I'm just saying it's below half. I
killed-
saw it when I went to go.
I haven't had a sip
Get my
since
drink. I was
because
like-
I feel like I've been hungover the entire
Oh
time.
yeah, fuck
Because I'm at that age now where I'm just like too old to be drinking like that.
No, you can't. We can't do it like that anymore.
I can't do it, bro. Like I'll have a couple glasses here and there every
Yeah.
once in a while. I'll feel good, but then like that night I had like 4 or 5, and like before you even showed up, I was 2 glasses in.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck.
2 glasses
Yeah.
in, and I decided to call my boss
Oh Lord.
because I'm a gangster, and yeah, I had to give him a piece of my mind
Did you?
about what was going on in my head.
Did you have to do it when you were drinking?
I fucking I had to. So anyway, so yeah, other than that, this upcoming week, I'm working 5 days because of the holiday schedule that we got pushed out, which is fine, whatever. As far as like what I watched, I caught up on the latest episode of Shrinking with the wife. Caught up on the latest episode of Dune Prophecy with the wife.
Yeah.
Also watched Silo on my own. That one's getting fucking hella good right now.
Oh, I did watch all of Secret Levels. All
I
8
haven't seen
episodes.
that yet. Good.
Yes. Man, some of them are short, like 8 minutes, 9 minutes.
Mhm.
And it's like, I want more. Like, the first episode is the Dungeons and Dragons one.
Oh,
So they get you hooked right off the bat. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. The weirdest one was the Pac-Man one.
Why?
Oh, they're making a video game based on this, mind you. And they showed it at the Game Awards.
Oh, okay.
And I said something. I was like, oh, cool, Pac-Man. But you didn't pick up on it. And I'm like, he hasn't seen Secret Lair yet.
No.
So, or Secret Level. I'm like, oh, okay. It's the weirdest episode of all of them. You know, like, well, the other one was the Unreal Tournament one. But I never played Unreal Tournament. So I have no idea what the
Unreal
game-
Tournament is just basically Quake and Doom. Like
right, but like I'm watching this
Arena
episode, I was like, I know it's a first person shooter. I know they're in an arena,
yeah.
but I don't know the characters or anything that's going on. Like,
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of lost on it, but visually it looked cool, and I was like, it's an interesting little story and concept about becoming the champion or whatever. But you can probably knock them all out. Again, there's 8 episodes in less than 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's on my list. I have
yeah.
to buy the stupid fucking no ads Amazon because
Oh yeah, I do.
I don't want to, but just for like a month maybe.
Yeah, no, I've had mine on, and I'll randomly get the charge of $3.81. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit from Amazon? What I order? And I'm like, oh no, that's the no ads. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Invincible's supposed to be coming back soon, so
Yeah.
I'm ready for that. But yeah, I definitely give that a watch, man, because some of those visually, it's all good. It all looks badass. The Sifu one was cool. I could have swore they were gonna have like a Mega Man one.
I don't know, man.
Like I remember seeing a trailer, and they had Mega Man, they had Assassin's Creed. You know what I'm saying? Like the original when they first revealed it.
Oh yeah.
But it's like none of those were in these first 8 episodes.
Maybe there's more.
Maybe there's more. I'm hoping there's more. That'd be cool in like a month to be like, hey, we got more. But it is what it is. Like give it, yeah. Like when you get the chance, like definitely just knock them all out.
Oh yeah.
It's badass. The Warhammer one is fucking top tier, bro. Top tier.
So Silo, Shrinking, Dune Prophecy, nothing really movie wise. I was like dabbling in a little bit of Civil War because I was just like, I just want something to watch. I've already seen
Right.
it before, but I was just like doing a little rewatch.
Is that one on Apple? Or no, you say Max?
It's on Max, yeah.
Max.
It's pretty damn good though.
Yeah.
Nick Offerman is he's Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
He's the president of the United States.
Shit.
And there's a civil war, and he's only in the movie for 5 minutes, but it's fucking
Fucking
a wild 5 minutes. Definitely check out the movie. It's hella
Okay.
good because Alex.
And it's a movie, not a TV show.
A movie.
It's a movie. Okay.
What's his name? Alex?
Trebek.
No,
R.I.P.
the Ex Machina. Yeah, he did Ex Machina. He did Arrival. You know, Annihilation, shit like that. Alex Garland. That's that guy. 28 Days Later, 28 Years Later. He did Men in 2022. I still haven't seen that one. I gotta watch that. Annihilation, Ex Machina, and Civil War.
Hmm.
Man's a busy man.
Damn.
But he's got some hella good movies, dude. I love his movies. Like, out of all the movies that I've just listed out, Men I haven't seen. 28 Years Later is not out yet. 28 Days, 28 Weeks, Warfare, Sunshine, Annihilation, Ex Machina, Civil War. Like, I love every single
all
one of those
good?
movies.
Okay.
Yeah. He's definitely one of my favorite.
Yeah, because they just showed the trailer for 28 Years Later, right? That just came out.
Yeah, the trailer, because
Yeah,
it comes
the
out next
trailer.
year.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of my favorite directors. So I'm excited for basically. But yeah, Civil War you should check out.
Yeah,
I love
okay.
it. I love it. It's good. As far as gaming, it was all Path of Exile. All Path of Exile. Bro, I can't tell you. Where's my hours played? Where's my hours played now? Because I mean, I was logging in every day to First Ascendant, and I need to level up Ultimate Viesa, but I just don't have the fucking I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
73.2 hours into Path of Exile right now.
That's it.
Yeah, so I've done 40 hours this week. So I did a full work week in the game. A full work week for most people anyway. So yeah, all Path of Exile. I got my warrior into maps. I'm currently in tier 6 maps. So the way it works is once you get to the Atlas. Did you ever play Path and get to the maps in the original?
No, I don't think I did. I don't think I beat the story.
So whenever you would get a map, it would be like a tier 1 through 16 or whatever, and it would be a map for a specific location. So you'd put that tier map in your Atlas thing, your map device,
Okay.
and you would go to that specific place every time, right? And it would be procedurally generated inside that map, but it would have like the same kind of layout, whatever.
Okay.
This one, they have waystones. There's little square stones. You put modifiers on them with your orbs and stuff. And then once you go into the Atlas device, it pulls up a giant map that leads out, branches off places. And there's little circles above the floor tiles where the map actually takes place. And those are the types of modifiers that it has on it. Your waystone allows you to travel there and then put more modifiers on it, depending on what you have on your waystone. And then there's towers set up, kind of like Assassin's Creed towers all the way around. But you click on a map that has stuff that you want. You throw your waystone in there, you go there, and you complete it. Once you complete it, you can't go back. But the map is infinite.
Right.
It's infinite. So
Okay,
it just depends on what kind of waystone you have to throw in there. And then you could keep branching out and out and out as much as you want. And sometimes that those maps will be repeated, but it's to keep it fresh and exciting for you always, which I really enjoy. Like, I wanted to go back and play a map, and I was like, wait, it says I completed it. Like, I can't go back in there. So I'm still in the learning process right now. But I did roll up a Ranger because Melee has a severe undercut to it currently. So there's no life nodes on this passive tree whatsoever. You only get life from your gear.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is the other classes, energy, shield, evasion, those nodes are still on the path, the passive tree.
Yeah.
So they can increase their effective life totals, and Melee cannot.
Right.
Which is absolutely insane. And then it drives me fucking crazy. All the other classes can move and attack, where Melee has to go right in front of them and then like stand still and attack, which is super annoying as well. So I mean, I got to maps with that class, but now I'm just like, I god rolled like 3 pieces of gear last night.
Oh damn!
Like, god rolled.
Yeah.
Like fucking they're worth 400 Exalt plus. Like, so Exalt is the main currency here, where it was like the second highest tier currency in Path of Exile 1, but in this one it's like the basic currency, like $1 basically.
Oh shit.
So let's just count like Exalts as like $1, Chaoses are like $5, and then they have other stuff that's worth more and more, so on and so forth, right? They're just rarer to get. Right. So I crafted a couple like 200 to 300 Exalt items, which is a lot of money. Like, I've only earned maybe 50 total, like just like picking them up off the ground and shit. and they were both for all three of them were for like a ranger class, and I was like,
Oh,
man, this
damn.
game wants me to fucking
Yeah,
play
you
ranger
got, you
bad.
got to, dude.
And then
The
so
game's
like,
selling you.
I've been I was rolling up a ranger, so I made it to like level 20 today. Like I just made it to Act 2 basically, and I'm just gonna dabble in that here and there.
Okay.
But the chess piece was so good when I made it. Like my friends online were like, "Oh my god, like fucking that's wild." And the guy's like, "So man, I'm your best friend. Let me borrow it."
Let me borrow that.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'll let you borrow it." So he's been wearing it, and he's like, "Dude, he was like my evasion set
it's not bound or anything.
no, and you can trade it as much as you want."
Oh fuck.
So the armor was rolled so well that his evasion rating, because it's an evasion armor piece, his evasion rating went from like 25 or 30% up to like 50%. That's how well it's rolled.
Jesus.
And all of it had life,
Yeah.
it had evasion, and it had percentage. So it had a flat evasion roll, it had percentage to evasion,
Mm.
it had life, a high life roll, like 100 something, which is like the max I think is like you can roll is 150. So it was like in the top, the higher tiers. And then
Yeah.
it rolled triple resist, which is already hard to do.
Yeah.
And they were all above 25%.
Damn.
So a quarter of your resistances were taken care of with
Off
just
one
one
gear.
piece.
Jesus.
And your life total was up there. And then it gave you a high ass evasion rating, 20% of evasion, which is wild. So like 20% just from wearing the chest piece,
Yeah.
you got 25% of your resistances and you got 20% chance to just dodge some shit.
Fuck. Just one chest.
Just
Just one armor piece.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
So we looked it up because like we can look in the trade
Mhm.
site, and like yeah, they were going for 300-400. One of them was going for 700. They were all rolled way better than mine.
Yeah.
But they were like they were rolled the exact same with the exact same stats, except they were rolled like a tier higher.
Right.
So instead of tier 1 is like 1 to 8, tier
Mhm.
2 is 8 to 16, so on and so forth,
Yeah.
and it goes up to like tier 15. Everything that I rolled in there was like tier 9, tier 10. Which was
Still good.
like above average, but then it hit all those perfect stats.
Yeah.
And like, but it only rolled. So initially it rolled the 3 resistances and life. So the 3 resistances are suffixes, which are the bottom half of the item. You can only have 3. And then the prefixes, it rolled life and it had 2 more empty slots. So you take an exalt and you slam an exalt on a piece of gear and it'll add another affix to a rare item, right?
Right.
So I needed 2 more prefixes and it rolled the evasion, flat evasion, which was god tier. And then I slammed it again to get my last and final one, and it rolled percentage to evasion.
Damn.
Which then just shot all the evasion up through the roof. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Like we did it
Oh,
live
shit.
with the group, dude. They were like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then everybody that was playing the Rangers like, dude, let me
Yeah.
I was
Fuck.
like,
Yeah.
"Damn,
Let me borrow
dude."
that bitch.
It was fun though. It definitely had my dopamine hit.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
fuck yeah.
don't just craft shit like that
Nah, you
all
don't.
the time, right?
Nah.
So I was like, and then but I did it 3 times yesterday.
Jesus.
I did 2 different chess pieces like that. I did a belt that I'm currently wearing.
Yeah.
Because it rolled perfect for what I needed. So
Damn.
oh man, good times. So I've been enjoying the shit out of Path, having a great time. I've been working on my builds today. Like I said, rolling on that Ranger, rolling on my Warrior and whatnot. And yeah, this week I'm not looking forward to 5-day work week, but it is what it is.
Right.
So anyway, let's get into the noticias. Beep, 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 beep. What do you have? Do you have anything written down?
Just stuff from the Game Awards.
Just stuff from the game.
That's
Of
about
course
it.
you did. Of course
Do you have any
did.
rumors outside of the Game Awards?
No.
Any leaks?
Do you?
Anything?
You have any
Um,
leaks? Rumors?
the only one I had was Rocksteady is taking Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, that's the last final season.
It's the final season, season 4. They're adding an offline mode,
Okay.
but you can still play it online. But they want the offline mode to be there with all the content so that they can still play the story and whatnot.
Okay.
I mean, we know the game's done. Like nobody, because the numbers just aren't there. Like I've never seen a game discounted more. Like this bitch is regularly under $5 now.
Skull and Bones?
No, even this game. Like this game would be the biggest flop of the year if it wasn't for Concord. Like this game was on pace to be the biggest flop this year, and then Concord's like, "Here, hold my beer," and it fucking game lasted a week. At least with this game, it's going into season 4, and they're adding an offline mode. But the game shouldn't have flopped this hard, being it from Rocksteady, which is a decent game developing studio, you know?
Mhm.
But, and I said it when this game was announced, nobody fucking asked for this game.
Nope.
Nobody wants to play the villains of the Justice League
And kill the
Nobody.
Justice League?
and to go kill the Justice League.
No.
People want to play the Justice League, but even then, people don't care about every member of the Justice League the same.
Nope.
Because when you look at the entire roster of the Justice League, only the big three, the Holy Trinity, is what they care about: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. Is
Fair.
Green Lantern cool? Yeah, sure. But he's a support character. Cyborg? Sure, support character. Aquaman? That dude was a joke up until like 10 years ago. You know? Like, oh, he talks to fucking fish. He's probably fucking fish. Like, he's the Deep, like, from The Boys. Like, he's the joke character.
Yeah.
Now they've kind of made him a badass.
He's a
and-
rapist?
no, I wouldn't say he's a rapist. I mean, there's probably some dolphins out there that might say otherwise, but you know, it is what it is.
Whenever I saw the Deep's like little side story, all I could think about was Shipman in my head. Every time.
The Deep, bruh. Oh, it's a fucked up character. But yeah, like when it comes to DC, I feel like they got to be super protective of the property because only a third of it works.
Okay.
Like nobody gives a shit about the Flash. Like they made a Flash movie and that shit bombed.
It was okay.
It shouldn't have been as bad as it was. It should have been better.
The thing with the Flash is I didn't like main actor guy.
Yeah.
That
The
was
guy-
my
yeah.
That was my issue with it. Yeah, I
Again-
felt like he was obnoxious.
He was very obnoxious.
Like even as like somehow he was already obnoxious as an older person, and he goes back in time and he's more obnoxious.
More obnoxious, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the character, the actor just wasn't a good choice.
No.
And that's what I mean by they have to be protective of the property.
It doesn't matter. It's all null and void now. That
Oh yeah, now that
fucking
James Gunn
James
is
Gunn's
there,
taking
yeah,
over,
it's like
yeah.
it's out the fucking window.
clean slate.
And what's funny with the Suicide Squad is they're like, oh, it has Harley Quinn in it, and then you look at Harley Quinn, and then you go and look at Harley Quinn in the movies where she did well, and you're like, why did it work so well in the movies, but it didn't translate to the game? Oh, because nobody gives a shit about Harley Quinn. They
Yeah.
only care about Margot Robbie.
Right.
That's all it is.
Mhm.
It's like, oh yeah. So that game was due to fucking fail from the get go. Because again, nobody asked for that game.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of games like nobody like Concord. Nobody asked for Concord, bro. Like, it's just not a thing. Just I don't know. So anyway, they're getting offline mode. You could just pick it up for $5, play the story, whatever.
Oh, I get to kill Kevin Conroy.
Exactly. Like that's his last role too. Like fuck, dude. But yeah. So they shut down. The only other news that I had was you ever played Dauntless?
Dauntless.
Yeah, Dauntless. You've seen it before. I know you have.
Maybe.
It's basically PlayStation's version of Monster Hunter,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Well, it's only ever been on consoles. It's been on Xbox, PlayStation.
On Steam.
Now it's available on Steam.
Got a 2 out of 10.
And it's getting bombarded. Overwhelmingly negative. Why? Why, you ask?
Why?
So when they ported the game over
Uh-huh.
to Steam
Uh-huh.
to sell more copies,
Uh-huh.
they added loot boxes.
Oh, really?
That's a thing in 2024.
Okay.
And they took out 1,800 different weapons.
What?
Because again, it's like Monster Hunter. You can just craft a whole bunch of different shit.
Right.
They took out 1,800 different weapons.
It just came out December 5th. It's
Yes.
overwhelmingly negative with
Yes.
1,270
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah.
15% of the reviews are, what did it say whenever I clicked on that? It said 15% of the 1,200 reviews for this game are positive. So only 15% are positive.
Yeah.
Can I read some?
Yeah.
Can I read these Steam reviews?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The most recently posted one. Sadly, this game is a shell of its former self. There are way too many really good reviews here detailing the situation on the update already, so I won't bother. Man, that's not that fun.
No.
Let's read the most helpful review.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. I had the second highest package available to back the game during its time under Ramsgate. having the Slayer of the Queen title to prove it. I even continued playing it when it moved to Epic Games and the changes they made to progression prior, but at least those changes kept the game's core intact. What remains now is an empty shell of Dauntless left behind after being ravaged by the blockchain corporation known as 4-Day Labs upon their acquisition of Phoenix Labs, of which this acquisition has done entirely in private to the public and employees. Check out Project Dragon if you would like to hear more about the damage and destruction left in the wake of 4-Day Labs as they ripped apart Phoenix Labs, leaving its shell. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it was looks like a company took over another company.
Yep. And the company that took over is known for NFT games and blockchain. Yeah.
I mean, this looks mid. Like, what year did this game originally
come out?
Oh,
it's been out for years, bro.
It looks mid at best.
It's just a.
It looks like WoW had.
Yeah, because they use that Fortnite art style. Again, I don't know what they call it, but they use that for Dauntless.
Okay.
And when you play it, like the monsters and all the stuff, it played like fucking Monster Hunter Wilds. You can kill the monsters, craft, do all the shit. They had a hub where you can go and meet other players and all this shit. Like it was cool at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
But then they got bought out by a company. They gutted it, put it on Steam to make more money, added loot boxes, took out half the weapons, and I'm pretty sure they put all those weapons behind the loot boxes. So, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, that popped up on my news feed. I was laughing, bro. Like, it's like certain developers just add a touch.
So, do you have your list of what you voted for, so we can go through and see how many we got and how many we didn't get? So we went through the whole thing live. So
we're doing it live.
But we'll start off.
I put it.
Yeah. So for Game of the Year, I had fucking voted for Balatro. I don't know. I did not get Game of the Year on my bingo card here.
I didn't either.
Where'd you put it?
They got robbed, but
Where'd you put it, dude? Hurry up. Hurry up, dude. Jesus.
Hurry up what, dude? Like, I don't have it. I just goes.
Probably in your downloads.
I literally just check.
I'm
pretty sure if I just go to the Game Awards, it'll be like, oh, yeah, you voted for. Fucking idiot. You got them all wrong. No.
Matter of fact, because I wonder if it says who I voted for and who.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah, it's possible.
I want to rewind. Fuck.
No thanks. Wieners. Winners. No, it doesn't say who you voted for. Bummer. Okay, so Astrobot won Game of the Year. I did not vote for them. I voted for Balatro. And yeah. I don't know who you voted for. Black Myth?
Yeah. Should have won.
Yeah, and they started review bombing. What was it? Other PlayStation games? Black Myth started. The fans of Black Myth, basically China, fucking started review bombing things because it didn't win.
Because the best game didn't win.
Best game direction, I voted for Black Myth Wukong. I also did not get this correct. It was Astrobot again.
Astrobot cleaned up, dude.
Dog.
They fucking cleaned up.
I don't know if you can't find it nowhere.
No, I can't find it. I thought I downloaded it as a thing.
See it.
I remember
Let me see it. I can tell you where it's at.
Because when I go to my downloads.
You suck, dude. You just let me have it already. Any Hoosers. Best narrative. I voted for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Also didn't get this one correct. Metaphor ReFantazio.
Yeah, I voted for Final Fantasy.
All right. And best art direction was taken home by Metaphor. I voted for Black Myth, so I'm 0 for 4 right now.
Oh, it does a little highlight of who I voted for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I did Elden Ring on that one.
Okay. Then we got best score in music. I voted for Stellar Blade.
I voted for Final Fantasy, and it won, baby.
Final Fantasy 1. So you got 1. I'm still 0. No, wait. I did vote for Final Fantasy on Best Audio Design. No. Best Score and Music, I voted for Stellar Blade. Okay, so I'm wrong. Best Audio Design. Sayuna Saga. I voted for Final Fantasy 7.
I voted for Final Fantasy.
Yeah. So we're all wrong there. Best Performance. Sayuna Saga won that one. Brianna White. I had voted for Humberly Gonzalez, I believe.
The one from Star Wars Outlaw?
What did I vote for? No, I voted for Brianna White. Okay.
Yeah, I voted for the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy. Innovation and accessibility. I voted for Diablo 4.
I threw mine at Diablo 4 only because it's
Yeah.
a game I actually played.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown won that one.
That's crazy.
Games for Impact. I voted for Neva. Neva won.
No, I had Tales of Kinzuru Zhao. Only because I remember that dude's story from last year.
Best ongoing, I put Helldivers, and Helldivers won. So I've gotten 2 so far.
I had Helldivers.
Wait, 1, 2. I've gotten 3. No, I've gotten 2.
I had Helldivers, even though it should have been
Best
No Man's Sky.
community support is Baldur's Gate 3. I actually voted for Baldur's Gate 3, so I've gotten 3 so far.
No, I picked No Man's Sky on that one.
Okay, fair. That's a fair vote. Best independent game, I voted for Balatro.
We all voted for Balatro.
That's 4.
That's the easy one, dude.
All
Same.
right. Best debut indie game,
Same.
I voted for Manor Lords.
I voted for Balatro. I think I voted for Balatro because of you.
Okay, fair. Balatro. Best mobile game, I voted for Balatro, and Balatro won.
Yep.
So I've gotten 5. Best VR AR.
I voted on that one, Batman, because it's Batman.
Yeah, fair.
It's the only reason I voted.
I voted for Asgard's Wrath.
Yeah, I want to say we talked about Asgard's Wrath too, like being the actual probably better game overall for VR, but
Yeah.
Batman's got to get my
Best
vote.
action game, I voted for Warhammer, and Black Myth won.
Yeah, I voted for Warhammer.
Best action game, I voted for Astrobot.
Yeah, this is the one I picked,
I'm
Astrobot.
sorry. Best action game, I voted for Prince of Persia. You voted for
I
Astrobot?
voted for Astrobot.
Damn, dude.
This is the only one I actually gave it to Astrobot.
Best RPG,
Or was
I voted for Dragon's Dogma, but Metaphor won.
On this one, I gave it to the Erd Tree. Surprisingly, it didn't win.
Wow, they were just trying to throw off the scent, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Best fighting game, I voted for Tekken.
Well, easy. That was the easiest one of the year.
All right, so 6 so far. Best family game, I voted for Super Mario Party. That didn't happen. Who'd you vote for on that
I
one?
went Super Mario Party. Yeah. I always thought Astrobot as like a single player game, not so much for the family.
Best sim, I voted for Manor Lords.
Went Manor Lords also.
Frostpunk won that one. I've only gotten 6 categories so far. Best Spouts game, I voted for F124 just because it's F1.
No, I went for soccer.
Yeah, soccer won.
Soccer's gonna win.
Best multiplayer, I voted for Helldivers.
I went Space Marines.
Helldivers won. That's 7. All right. Best adaptation, Fallout.
Yeah, we both
Fallout
got
won.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, so good.
Most anticipated game, GTA 6.
Yep.
But I voted for Death Stranding on the beach.
Mm.
I knew it was gonna win, dude. Like I know that's.
Did you though? You didn't vote for it.
I didn't vote for it because it's not my most anticipated game.
Okay.
Content creator,
We both got Queso.
so that's 9.
Yeah. That one I remember.
Best esports game.
It's League of Legends. At this point, I went anything related to League of Legends. Those are the next 3 I got right. I know that.
I voted for Counter-Strike.
I got League. The next one should be Faker, and then it should be T1.
Yeah. So 10.
They're all
so I got 11 out of, I don't know, however many categories. Was it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 29. So I'm shooting under 50%, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I felt like the game of the year one was a little off.
A little off?
Like, I mean, there
What
wasn't
did
a
it
lot
do?
of there wasn't a lot of games that had come out this year that like really blew my hair back. But like, if I had to choose one out of all those games, it was Balatro. In my head,
Yeah.
right?
That is a better argument than Astrobot. Because Astrobot didn't do anything.
It moved.
Did it?
I don't know.
I mean, it didn't have the same numbers as Black Myth.
No,
It's
hell
a
no.
platformer, but it took a lot of its gameplay and elements from Mario.
Sonic, Mario,
all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. It didn't push the genre forward, the platformer genre forward.
It is a game that I need to play though.
True. It's fun. But when you look at Black Myth Wukong, it's a first-time game studio from China, which is not a normal market we get video games from. It's a story about Chinese mythology, which typically doesn't do well in the West. And then when the game came out, it was gorgeous. It was difficult for some, a lot.
Still difficult.
And it fucking did 10 million. Easy. Should have won Game of the Year.
Fair. I agree. But so yeah, those were the awards. I got 11 out of 29. So didn't do too great, but I didn't do too bad either. So let's talk about it. A lot of CGI trailers. A lot. No, not a single fucking gameplay trailer. And some that are coming out next year, like Borderlands 4, didn't really have any gameplay either. But Outer Worlds 2 got a new trailer.
Yep.
I am excited for that one. Outer Worlds 1 was really good.
It was fun. One of the few games that I actually played all the way through and beat.
I love it because it was Obsidian at their best.
Yep.
Doing what they do, right?
Yep.
Borderlands 4, I'm hesitant because Borderlands 3 kind of fucked me over a little bit there.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about Borderlands. I was never been big into Borderlands. Like I played maybe all of 3 hours of Borderlands 2. And that was it.
We got Elden Ring's Night Rain trailer, but it's going to be a spin-off.
It's like a sidestep.
Like a
it's a standalone multiplayer, but all the content's new. Like the zones are new.
Right.
A lot of the enemies are new. So
who's making it?
Pretty sure it's them, guy. Like I don't think they.
Fans should not call it a live service.
Yeah, no, they said it's not live service for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
One that was a little shocking was a Turok getting announced.
Yeah, that was random. Yeah.
I haven't seen a Turok game since Nintendo 65.
My joke is anytime I see a dinosaur on screen, I just say it's Turok. And this is the first time it actually turned out to be Turok. The last time I did it was Exo Primal, whenever the Capcom showcase. It just showed a whole bunch of dinosaurs rampaging. I was like, oh shit, Turok. And it was like Exo Primal. I'm like, okay, cool. And it's just like a thing I just do in my head. And this the one time I said, oh, it's Turok. And you're like, is it Turok? And I was like, is this Turok? Like,
is it Turok?
And it's like Turok. Like, oh, fuck, it is Turok.
Another shocking one that was CGI
So
only
stupid.
was Onimusha.
Onimusha, yeah.
I thought we were getting a Sekiro too.
I thought it was Neo. But I've never played Onimusha. But I've seen people's reactions of Onimusha. And as soon as they saw the red orbs dancing around, they're like, is this Onimusha?
Yeah.
And then the one dude, I saw his reaction. He's like, if those orbs get sucked into his glove, I'm fucking crying, dude. And sure enough, it started sucking it in. It's like Capcom Presents. And he's just yelling Onimusha, dude. And he legit starts tearing up because I guess that's his like favorite franchise or some shit. But again, I never played it. So I'm kind of hyped for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are thinking it's going to be Souls-like. But I don't remember the other games at all. I never played them. So I have no frame of reference for what type of game they are. Other than, action RPGs.
It says... I'm looking at Warlords. I don't know what Warlords is. But it has that static camera, Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Like, Onimusha was based off of Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's a Capcom game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucks in the orbs of the gloves.
Yep.
Yada yada yada. Okay, could be interesting.
Yeah.
Could be interesting. That was a
That one came out of nowhere.
so there's like two really old game, actually three really old games getting a new release. So you had
modern take.
You had Okami's 2.
Yep.
You had
Onimusha.
Onimusha, The Way of the Sword, and then we had Turok. Right. 3 very old franchises getting
some love.
And we talked about that. Like, what was the old franchise that needs to be brought back?
Yeah.
And I was like,
those are not on our list.
And I was like, Legacy of Kain. And then they just like, oh, here's the remake.
Here's the remake, but it's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
And we didn't get another trailer for No Man's Sky's game, the new game.
Light No Fire.
Light No Fire.
So,
is that even, like, when's that slated for? Like, that would have been.
That bitch ain't coming out next year. You know what I'm saying? It ain't coming out next year. It's going to be 2026.
Light No Fire?
Light No Fire, dude. I guarantee it's
When is that dropping? When is that drop? It's on Steam. It's got a Steam page.
Yeah.
To be announced, though.
To be announced. Yeah, you know what also has a Steam page? Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta, bruh.
The Last of Us Part 2 is coming to PC.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for that. Hopefully it launches in a better state than Part 1, because Part 1 launched shittily. Sonic Racing Crossworld was announced. Sonic Racing is a great franchise, bro.
It's unnecessary.
It's
Why does Sonic need a race car when he himself to make it faster than a race car?
Make it fair playing field for everybody. Speaking of Sonic,
so when Sonic races in these games, is he in a car?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't need it.
I know.
Put Tails in a car. That makes sense.
Yeah. He's got a plane.
Sonic doesn't need it.
I'll tell you what, though. I am excited for the new movie. Comes out this week. I'm excited.
Sonic 3?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You got Keanu Reeves as Shadow, the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Idris Elba.
Those are 2 Cyberpunk 2077 alumni.
The what?
2 Cyberpunk 2077 alumni.
You got Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
even though he said last time
he was done.
That was his last movie.
John Ralphio.
Yeah, he came back for this movie because he said he just really enjoys the character.
Yeah, and he also likes to fuck with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, Okami 2 unveiled. No, once again, no release dates,
nothing.
No time frame.
It was just
nothing.
A little bitty ass trailer, and that's it.
I'll tell you what. People were talking about was the new Helldivers patch that they announced at Game Awards. The Illuminate,
yep,
showed up, and it's urban warfare for this one.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a chance to test it out. I've patched the game. I just haven't tested it out because Path is crack.
Taking up all your time.
It's crack.
Oh, yeah.
It's crack. I want bigger numbers. And you know what's wild about that bigger number bullshit?
What's that?
Is, you know how like in Diablo you hit something and like the numbers pop up?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't exist in Path of Exile.
Right.
I mean, there's a health bar and it tells you how much damage you've done to that enemy. Like at the top, like really tiny. Really small. Really tiny, but it doesn't fucking like, oh, you hit for 1,000 or whatever. Yeah. And I want bigger numbers, but I don't ever see the numbers.
Right. You want bigger life loss.
I'll tell you what, I want their life to bar to go down faster. I want it to go down as fast as fucking possible.
For sure.
And I want mine to stay at the top all the time.
Topped off, yes.
So yeah, so they released, Helldivers 2 releases a new war bond. Which brings reinforcements to fight the Illuminate. And then they have the Illuminate new enemy type, which I have not seen any gameplay of.
I have not seen any of it either, yeah.
It's not popping up on my TikTok like it did, but...
it's a dead game.
No. Oh, sir. Helldivers 2. Steam current players. Let's see here. Boop. It is currently at 115,000 people in the game. Just on Steam.
That's it.
That's a lot.
You said just on Steam. It's only on Steam and PlayStation.
Just on Steam. There's 115,000 people playing.
Compared to?
All-time peak?
Compared to Path of Exile.
Oh, 500,000 people are playing Path of Exile.
Exactly. Compared to Rivals.
500,000 people are playing Rivals.
Yeah, the dead game. I said what I said.
Yeah. So... currently, Marvel Rivals is beating Path of Exile.
It should. It's free to play.
Yeah,
one costs $30 minimum. The other one's free to play.
But Path hasn't fully released yet. For an early access game, fucking 320,000
Oh,
people playing right
hella
now is
numbers.
wild.
Hella numbers.
At 24-hour peak for both of these,
Mhm.
Path of Exile is higher.
Right.
24-hour
much?
peak. 100 and like
About
70 grand.
100,000?
70 grand. 70
70?
grand. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Because like
Yes.
you said, it is fucking early access and it's an actual game you have to pay for.
So top 10 games on Steam right now. Right now.
Mhm.
Counter-Strike 2 is number 1.
Obviously.
Marvel
I feel like
Rivals.
nothing can top it.
Marvel Rivals number 2.
I say that, but
Path of Exile 2.
Yep.
Dota 2.
Yep.
Source SDK base, which is like what people use for their stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
Call of Duty
Mm.
at 126,000 people currently
Is that a
online.
government ass game?
Helldivers 2,
Okay.
which is still top 10.
Sure.
Banana,
Okay. Yeah. Banana.
PUBG, and Rust. Those are the top 10 games.
A
Number
lot
11.
of shooters. That's weird, right? It's like a lot of shooters.
Number 11 is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
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 Then you have Warframe
So click on all time.
all time.
All time. The all time's like 3 mil, right?
It's 3.2 mil with PUBG.
PUBG
Number 2 is Black Myth Wukong.
at 2 point something.
Yeah.
So when Grand Theft Auto comes out,
You think it's going to beat that?
you think it'll beat 3 mil?
No.
You got to remember it's on all platforms.
But we're just talking about Steam.
Right. Because that's the
No.
only number we can.
No.
That's the only number we can go off of.
No.
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 I mean, look what Black Myth did.
No.
You think Black Myth, based on those
On
numbers,
Steam alone, I think Black Myth will outsell Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
What if I tell you I believe it's the other way around?
Okay. You want to put money on it this time?
I kind of want to put money that it'll be all time peak. It'll be the new number 1 over PUBG. Was it
PUBG at 3.2.
3.2?
No. I think it'll do Cyberpunk 2077 numbers.
Which was what?
1 mil.
1 mil.
1.05.
So you're saying it won't even pass up Sun Wukong?
Wukong has China backing it.
Right. You don't think the Chinese want to play some Grand Theft Auto?
No, they're not allowed.
You're probably right. You're probably right. You're probably right. I know that game's got to be banned there, bro.
There's
Yeah.
countries that are going to have that game banned. Right?
Australia. I
Right.
feel like Australia.
Power did 2.1 mil.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll pass that up.
Well, yeah, that's because they're China too.
For one, the
it was a Korean game, but it was allowed in China.
right, but PUBG was what $30 when it launched.
Yeah.
Dirt cheap. Everybody was playing.
But let's be real with PUBG. When it came out,
There's nothing like it.
nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
And
like
that
it.
guy's making a new game, by the way. Player Unknown.
Really?
That's what.
Fuck. Yeah. That
Player
that,
Unknown
when that
Battlegrounds.
game came out, and you got to keep in mind, I didn't even play PC games back then, and I knew about this game.
Right.
Yeah.
PUBG
Like when
was-
it came out, I was like, "This is the
we were having a
this
blast.
is the craziest fucking game ever, dude."
I don't even know what
Yeah.
my.
But let's make a friendly bet right now. I bet that when
Alright.
Grand Theft Auto drops, peak
we're
numbers
53 minutes in. Okay. Hold
will
on.
be peak numbers. It will be better than Sun Wukong.
Steven bets Ruben
Like a
that
dumbass.
GTA 6 will not GAT. GTA 6 will outperform
On Steam.
what game? Black Myth?
Black Myth.
Black Myth Wukong on
And maybe even PUBG.
You want to go you don't even want to give it number 1 spot?
I want to give it the number 1 spot.
You want me to type in Black Myth here? You want me to type in
Let's just go for the top.
top PUBG?
I'll go for the top. Go for
Alright.
aim high, baby.
PUBG
I feel like it will be
in all-time player count.
all-time peak.
How much time are we giving it? Because it did not take long for PUBG. I think PUBG was maybe like less than a month.
I'm gonna say let's just give it a month then, because you got to assume that the game might be buggy. It might be whatever, you know.
Oh well, first of all, Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't even launching on PC at launch. It's only on PlayStation.
Oh fuck, you're right. That might change it. Nah, I still think it'll. I think when it does come to PC, it will.
If I buy it there, I'm not buying it on PC.
Yeah, a lot of people will. I still think it would do better numbers than Black Myth.
But I don't think I'm going to be
But you
buying it.
probably won't.
I'm not going to buy it on PS5. I'm just going to wait the year.
Oh, I am too. Yeah, I'm not getting it on a console. Like, I'll be honest, I'm ready to just unass both my consoles because I just don't turn them on.
You unalive your
I'm
consoles?
just unass them, dude. Like, a part of me just wants to just give my PlayStation 5 away to somebody.
Shipman's been looking for one, dude. And I'm just like, I'm over it.
Give it to him.
I was going to sell it to him.
See, I'm a better friend than you are, Ruben. I'm just going to give it to him.
53 minutes in to the podcast, Steven
reneges on the bet. Like, you bastard.
55 minutes in, he reneges on the bet because he doesn't realize.
Again, when it comes out on PC, it will outdo Black Myth
within a
numbers.
month.
Within a month. Black Myth.
I doubt it. I'll put any amount of money you want to put on that. You want to put 10
Relax,
G's?
bro.
You want to put 10 G's on it?
One tag heuer watch.
You want to put a tag watch on it?
No. No, dude.
Bro, that'd be a good bet, dude.
It would be a
Because
good
you lost the last one.
Yeah. What was the last one?
Street Fighter's going to sell 1 million copies within
No,
a
I
year.
feel like we made a bet during the fucking Game Awards.
Oh, did we? No,
I just don't remember what
not during
we-
the Game Awards, no.
Yeah, we did. We made a bet on something during the Game Awards.
Nah.
And I do not remember what it was. Yeah, because I remember doing this to bet all game. I don't remember if it was last
I'm typing it up.
podcast or
I typed it in, so this one's a real one.
okay.
Some
Which
of these
is?
games that had all-time peaks. I'm gonna look at PUBG's and see how long it took for it to hit its highest player count. So it launches in March
Mm-hmm.
to 65,738 players. That might have been like an alpha test.
Yeah. When did it peak?
It peaked January 2018 at 3 million. So let me see what the actual PUBG's release date is. PUBG initial date. March 23rd, 2017. So it took that game
A year? Less than a year?
6 months
To peak?
to peak at 3.2 million.
That makes sense.
Right. Black Myth immediately.
Oh, immediately.
There's still 24,000 people playing that game right
That's
now.
it.
Trying to beat that game.
Trying. They're losing to themselves at the
But the
end.
game peaked.
Yeah.
Like it released Tuesday
Mm-hmm.
to 2.2 million players.
Day one.
Day one. It peaks 2 days later at
Mm.
2.4.
Here we go.
Yeah. That's
was-
fucking wild. Power World, I'm
Then,
sure.
then they realized this game is too hard and they stopped playing.
Power World, I'm sure, took forever.
Nah. Because that first month was wild.
So it launched to 1.3 mil
Yeah.
and peaked at 2.1 7 days later.
Yeah. Yeah. Easy. That shit was all over the fucking internet, dude.
I'm trying
And
to
you're
look
telling me Grand Theft Auto, the biggest game of the decade,
of this decade.
name a bigger one of this decade. From
We're early.
Oh.
Time out.
we
It's
are.
early.
Oh, we are. Well, it comes out next year, so we're at the halfway point because you got to go from 2021
right.
to 2030. That's the decade,
I know what you're saying.
right?
Right.
I just want to say because some people are like, "Well, wouldn't you just start at 2020 and go to 2029?" No, that's not how the fucking calendar works, people.
Right. I get
Start
it.
with
From
the
1
one
to 0. Yeah.
To zero.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Right now?
Right,
Right
now,
Right now. Game of the decade.
we're four years in.
It's a tie. It's a tie for me.
What game came out in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024?
Elden Ring.
It's got to be
Baldur's
Elden
Gate
Ring or
3.
Baldur's Gate. Those
Yeah.
are the two.
Those
big
are my
ones. That's
ties.
it.
That's
Yeah.
my ties.
Yeah.
You still have
I'm with you.
so much.
You got to
go.
remember though, last decade it was Witcher 3.
Yeah. And Witcher 4 is coming real
This
soon.
thing- Yeah. Hey, but
if that shit hits
unlike
2018.
Witcher, but
2028?
unlike Witcher 3, the game's already getting hate and backlash because it's a female lead. Because these fucking
you think
incels don't know how to play.
Intergalactic's going to get that too?
Again, they're hating on it because it's a female lead. Like these fucking morons don't understand video games.
Right, but I'm saying Intergalactic. You think Intergalactic?
I don't know. I have no idea what that's a fresh new IP that we do not know anything about.
I don't
But
have.
it does have me intrigued.
But I love some games. I do love with strong female leads, like Last of Us and fucking Horizon Forbidden West. I love those fucking games.
They're out there.
Yeah, who's fucking getting mad
They
because of
fucking
the character
idiots.
that you play?
The fucking idiots.
The story that they're trying to tell with
They're
this person.
pissed off that Geralt's not back in the game.
He's probably in the game,
And somebody's like,
but he's old as shit.
somebody said in Witcher 3, he's done. He pseudo
Did y'all
retires.
beat the game?
He pseudo retires at the end.
Yeah, did y'all beat the game?
It's like he's gonna be in 4 as a side character.
like
And
Vesemir,
this is just progression.
like Vesemir.
Yeah.
You
This
gotta
is
pass
just
the torch.
progression of a story.
You gotta pass.
So
the torch.
why are they getting upset? And I don't understand it, but I see it.
It's the reason why they keep
It's like-
bringing Skywalkers back into Star Wars. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. It's what holds us to it. Like, I'm excited for Witcher.
I'm excited.
I'm hella excited
I'm
for
excited for
it.
Intergalactic.
Intergalactic looks wild to me. I like
the
the
product
80s.
placement was wild.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. I'm hoping there's more. I'm hoping there's a little more. But the music was dope. The fact that it is a space game has me excited.
like,
Because imagine if there's a Porsche, but then they have like a Ferrari and
It
other
reminded
cars.
me. What was that movie? It reminds me of a movie that did that specifically, where like they have like it's in the future, and like
Mhm.
they have current brands now that are also in the future, and they just kind of made them like I don't.
I don't
There's
know.
a movie that did it. Was it fucking Fifth Element?
Ooh, I don't know. The one that keeps popping in my head is fucking the stupid Stallone one where he goes to the future and there's a Taco Bell and that's all that's left in this gourmet food. This Taco Bell.
What's it called? Intergalactic.
Demolition Man.
The Heretic Prophet.
But no, that trailer was fucking dope, dude.
Oh
She
yeah.
pulled out that sword and the blade is like fucking.
What do you call that
Oh my
shit,
God.
dude?
It's just product placements.
No. I mean, like, it's current futuristic. You understand what I'm trying to? It's not cyberpunk,
Right.
right? It's not cyberpunk. Let's not call it
Are you-
that. I'm saying like where they take something where it seems so normal to us, like them flying around in space in a Porsche,
Yeah.
is just like as
Just-
normal as driving a Porsche now.
Right. It's just future. That's futuristic, I guess. I don't know. Is it
sure-
Blade Runner you're thinking?
No, it's not Blade Runner. Man, it's gonna drive me fucking nuts.
Google it later, bro.
Cowboy Bebop, maybe Akira, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, those are both good shows.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm trying to think of like the
Anyway.
what. You understand what I'm saying? Like that bitch is still wearing Adidas in the year 2050,
Right.
right? But they light up.
Oh,
which
it's
is dope.
2079.
Whatever, 2079.
Right. That was the year, right? Because we were joking about 2077.
Oh, 20, 2 years after.
20. It's 20 years later. Yeah.
So, I forget what they call that, dude.
I don't
I
know.
know that there's a term for
There
it.
is. I'd never thought there was a term for
I
it.
know that there's a term for it, but
I just thought it was just product placement.
for sure, product placement.
Yeah.
Because
But
what we had.
you're like right now, as we stand, 4 years into a decade.
Right. It's Baldur's Gate.
It's Baldur's Gate or Elden Ring.
Correct.
If you're gonna pick one right now as game of the decade so far, who is it? Which one is it? And those are the two clear cut choices. To be honest with you.
If I had to choose one over the other, it would be Baldur's Gate.
Really, I would pick Elden Ring.
The reason why I choose Baldur's Gate is because it has the narrative, it has the
Mhm.
gameplay, it has the hours and upon hours. I mean, you could do both, right?
Sure.
In Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate, but there's something about somebody that had to read 20,000 lines of script to make the video game and put that performance in.
Yeah.
And then they had to craft all these different situations and know you were going to do something in a certain situation or
Yeah.
like, like here, they gave somebody a sandbox and like, what would you do? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then you could pick all these different things. And then
Yeah.
depending on which class that you actually are, what race you actually are, then all those different things.
There's a lot of unknown variables in there.
Right. And
for
then
sure.
they took into
For sure.
account all these different variables and stuff like that, which is wild to me. Like Elden Ring is like, it's a set in stone.
Mhm.
Here it is. It's an open world. Go out
Just
there.
figure out the
visit,
patterns of
figure
the
it out.
bosses. Easy.
Right. It's just pattern recognition.
Yeah.
I love both games. Don't get me
For
wrong.
sure,
I don't
for
think
sure.
one is better
Yeah.
than the other. They are both great in their own right. But if I had to choose one, like if you were going to say what's the game of the decade right now today, it's Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. And I can't bring myself to go back and play it.
Mm.
I can't.
Yeah. I have my
Listen-
own.
Unless it's got like a
Playthrough?
randomizer.
Yeah, I have my own playthrough that I have. I have 2 other save files. One is just me and Morris. One's me, Morris, and Victor. Like, yeah, like there's so much you could do in that game. It's insane. But with that being said, you're looking at a potential game of the decade in Grand Theft Auto 6.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong; they always have great stories and all like that.
They figured out the business model.
The open world is great.
decades ago. Yeah,
I love it. The comedy is great. The humor is great. Action's always good. The stories and developments and the character developments that you go through in the story are always good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. What are they going to do this game that separates it from every other game that's ever released? Because going from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to Grand Theft Auto 4 was, I don't know, it was a cell phone, I guess. And then it was like your fucking cousin hitting you up all the time.
Yeah.
And it was just basically still par for the course. So Grand Theft Auto 3 was the silent protagonist in the small city. In Vice City, they had your character speaking, doing a lot more dialogue. In Miami, whatever. I swear to God, 3 cities only exist in this universe. They're all islands. And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you had the speaking character with like actual movie star talent, and you had Sam Jackson in there and a bunch of other people in the game, right? And a fucking larger city. Matter of fact, they made 2 cities in that one, right? Which was crazy. And then going into 4, they just took it into the next generation with kind of the same stuff, right? And then in 5, they made 3 protagonists, and then you got to swap freely between all 3 of them,
which is cool. Now I think they just toned it down to just 2.
Right. So they have 2 antagonists, whatever you want to call them, and then like, what are they gonna do that set it apart? That's
like we've seen like we've seen clips, and like you said, in what was it, 4 is when they added in the cell phone. You get the phone calls, you can call other people. In this one, we still clearly see that
they have
because
phone,
now
they're
recording and shit.
Yeah,
different things. So who knows how that plays into it? And knowing Rocksteady, they're gonna try to. Rockstar, yeah. Damn, Rocksteady.
Oh, fucking
Rockstar. They always try to implement their Rockstar Social Club.
I hate that shit.
Which is dumb.
I hate it.
But I can see them trying the same thing, and it probably doing a little bit better because of just how social media is nowadays.
Right.
Let's just say when the game launches, it's going to be.
Is it going to be
insane? But does it have everything necessary there within the game to be game of the decade? Who knows? Like, what are they going to push? Like, what boundaries are there? We don't know.
Because if it's just the multiplayer that makes the game, I get the multiplayer aspect of Grand Theft Auto 6, but if it's just that, I don't see it winning game of the decade. Probably. It has to have like the craziest open world with the craziest story and like the craziest shit that can happen there, like the coolest stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it has to once again shatter its own ceiling. And
you know how it would do it? Is if you're playing the story mode, the single player, I guess it would be single player. Like you're playing the story mode, but it was somehow at the same time able to pull in from the multiplayer aspect. Like you're going around town and you see other players somehow. Although they can't really interact with you, and you can't interact with them somehow.
Kind of like they would be like shadows, I guess, or ghosts.
Yeah, right, ghosts.
But you could see them.
But it would be like an actual, like, oh, that doesn't look like a normal NPC. Like, who is that? Oh, that's OS Onslaught. Oh, okay, cool. It's a badass car. I like his J's he's got on or whatever,
Right.
Like, I can see that being kind of cool.
Prolapse.
Yeah, Prolapse. They're just.
That's what they call their running company.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me. Yeah. Oh, they got such stupid names. Some of it's good. Like I like their Hummer.
Is so good.
I like their Hummer. It's just called the Patriot. I was like, it's such an American vehicle, dude. Like
Canyonero. That's all I think of it.
Dude. It's so stupid. But anyway, like you're right. Like they would have to push the boundaries somehow with the single player, and not. And I get how big the multiplayer is, and that's what kept it going for decades.
Right.
But
decades.
I didn't really play it, dude. I didn't play the multiplayer.
I played it. I dabbled in it.
That was it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's not why I like Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
Like, it was the normal game. I don't play Grand Theft Auto for multiplayer,
nope.
Bro. But
And
You're
don't
right.
get me wrong, the story for GTA 6 is fire.
It's got to be. You're right. It has to have something new, something almost groundbreaking for it to be game of the decade.
Yeah, it's gonna be
But
something.
I can tell you, it's going to put numbers.
It's gonna pull numbers just
and
because
it's going to be game of the year.
Just because the game sells well doesn't make it like fucking game of the decade.
Right? No. I'm saying that's a completely different category for sure. But it's going to put numbers up. It's going to be game of the year most likely, as long as it didn't come out and just fucking cyberpunk itself somehow. Like just be shit. Like hopefully it doesn't. Like.
But are they gonna
for the game industry?
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that's gonna bother me. Are they gonna release the game and it's only gonna have single player, and then 6 to 8 months later, then they'll release the multiplayer? Because that's what dropped me out of it. Like I beat the game
and you had nothing to do.
And I had nothing. I mean, I can go back into the game and do whatever. Like go do the 100% completion. I've never 100%ed a fucking Grand Theft Auto game. There's just so much.
Yeah, it's just way too much.
But like, what I'm saying is like, are they gonna stagger the releases? Are they gonna stagger the release on console? The PC, which I think they're going to do, but that also drives me nuts. That's what's drove me nuts about the past 2 Monster Hunters that have come out on PC. Yeah. They staggered them a year later, but now they're not doing that with Wilds, which
they smartened up.
So, I mean, it's tough to say whether or not Grand Theft Auto,
because we don't even have a release date.
Yeah,
we have no idea when the game.
If it's even coming out next year.
I mean, they said it's coming out next year.
Right.
But who knows if they're going to push it back. But I also heard that there's a lot of developers out there that have games coming out next year and they have yet to
announce their release dates.
Because they don't know when that game's coming out.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
That's how big it is. Like, that's insane, dude. Like, just tell us when the fucking date is.
I get it. For me, still next year, it's still going to be Death Stranding 2. Because... I'm sorry, bro. Whenever Hideo Kojima releases a game, he just does not miss.
Yeah.
Just doesn't miss. Name one. It hasn't happened yet.
No, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Every single game that he puts out is a fucking...
And he said he's working on another project that is in Death Stranding.
Right. And they're all groundbreaking in their own way, right? Oh. So, like, that's what Hideo Kojima brings to the table as a game director, right? Tell me the game director of Grand Theft Auto 6. That's what I thought.
I couldn't be able to tell you that. But to be honest, I couldn't tell you.
Tell me the game director for Interstellar.
I couldn't tell you any of the Intergalactic. Yeah, I couldn't tell you any of them.
Neil Druckmann.
Oh, that I knew.
I could tell you that one.
That one I knew. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me the game director for Fallout.
Todd Howard.
There you go.
Those seem like givens, though.
Yeah, you know them, though. You know them, though, right?
I guess, but... Again, like, it's been a while since I played a Kojima game. Like, I'm not big on a Death Stranding. Like,
I love that.
Yeah. I could definitely respect what he did with the Metal Gear series. So.
Game.
Hideo Kojima. Oh,
Let's
shit.
See. Grand Theft Auto 6 is currently in development. Blah, blah, blah. Q3, Q4, 2025, allegedly.
Q4? Ooh. Just in time.
It's set in the open world state of Leonida, based on Florida.
Ew.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it doesn't have... I know who the president of Rockstar is. Nope.
It's probably multiple people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wonder if they have and they have an IMDb page, so I wonder if they have like voice actors.
No, all under wraps.
That game was officially announced as being in development February 4th, 2022, and it's coming out in 2025. That seems short.
I could have swore it's been in development longer than that.
It was officially announced that it was being developed.
Officially announced. So they were probably working on it before that.
Yeah. But I feel like Cyberpunk 2077 had been in development for like 7-8 years.
For a lot of good it did, didn't it?
Right?
Yeah. Time doesn't equal greatness.
Yeah.
Just ask LeBron.
Is there anything else that you saw during the Game Awards that interested you or anything like that?
We are getting a new Virtua Fighter 4.
Oh, hell yeah.
and we saw a little bit of the gameplay, but not enough to go off of. And people are really, really excited about Virtua Fighter 4.
What about that Game of Thrones King's Road?
King something, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one yet. Because it's like you're the uncle that's riding around doing all the things, but we see all the characters from Game of Thrones.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, fucking Mr. Baratheon in Prophecy for these last two episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a Harkonnen dude. I like it.
Fucking love it, dude.
I like it, man.
Let me see. Let me go through these announcements real quick.
Other than that, the only one that we knew what they were going to have an announcement for it was the new character for Tekken 8, and it was Clive Rossfield from Final Fantasy 16.
Wait, there's a bunch of games on here that I didn't know that had gotten announced. So Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Yep. I think these were on like a pre-show of some sort.
Oh, okay. We missed that.
Yeah, we missed it.
Slay the Spire 2.
Yep.
Okay. I'm interested in that. Dave the Diver in the Jungle. Love it.
Okay.
Thick as Thieves. Shadow Labyrinth. Steel Paws. This sounds like Power World somehow.
A rip-off of Power.
Rematch. Solasta 2. Oh, Solasta 2 got announced. That's a D&D Baldur's Gate 3 style game.
But it ain't Baldur's Gate 3, is it?
It is not. Witcher 4, Elden Ring Night Rain, Project Robot, Split Fiction, Steel Hunters, 12-person multiplayer hero shooter, Borderlands 4, Clive Rossfield and Tekken 8.
Yay!
I forgot about that.
I just said it, bro. Pay attention.
Forgot about that. The new Virtua Fighter, Project Sentry, which is a RGG game.
Yep.
Turok Origins. Very nice. Warframe 1999. Splitgate 2. Onimusha Way of the Sword. Sonic Racing. Fuck yeah. Mafia the Old Country. Okami the sequel. Intergalactic. The Heretic Prophet.
Oh, Dispatch. Remember that one?
Dispatch.
The one with the superheroes? Yeah. We were laughing at it. The choices.
Because it had Aaron Paul and that one girl.
Laura Bailey.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Out of all these games,
there's only like 3.
The one that excites me the most is Intergalactic.
It's Intergalactic and Witcher 4.
But yeah. Let me rephrase.
Okay.
I know what Witcher 4 is gonna be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Open world action RPG.
Yep.
Love it. Right?
Killing monsters.
I don't know what the fuck Intergalactic's gonna be.
Yeah, that's because it's just Space Witcher.
I remember seeing The Last of Us, the original Last of Us CG trailer the gameplay trailer at E3 or one of these things that they had done, and that shit blew me the fuck away whenever I saw that. And this one didn't have any of the gameplay. It was just like a little cinematic with like a little sword flash at the end, right? But I remember seeing that gameplay trailer from Last of Us, and I was like, the fuck is this game?
Yeah.
And I was so hyped on that game, and I still love it to this day, but I still remember seeing that initial trailer, and you're like, kind of like Cyberpunk 2077, the initial gameplay trailer where you got fucking guys climbing on the walls with the mantis claws and shit.
Stuff Did they ever put that in the game?
Huh?
Did they ever put that in the game?
Climbing on the walls with it?
With
I don't think so.
No. No, they didn't.
I don't think so.
No. No, they did not. It's the best.
Like, I want to see more gameplay trailers.
Oh yeah, definitely more gameplay.
But I know what the Game Awards is all about. The Game Awards is about showing you shit that's going to happen
to hype you up, in
the future, right? So I look forward to the next.
Awards are secondary.
Yeah. But yeah, out of all these games, Intergalactic and Witcher 4, top down,
easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy. It's those two.
Anyway, lots of Game Awards stuff this week. Nothing else really happened because they were just doing their video game announcements.
Yeah, they were keeping it light.
You want to do Christmas gifts next podcast, or do you want to wait until after Christmas? Because I still have not bought yours.
I haven't bought yours.
Because I'm not going to get you a fucking Tag Heuer, bro.
Okay.
This motherfucker, guys. Let me tell you about this shit real quick before we get off air. This motherfucker, sends me a random Amazon wish list that has
It wasn't random. I put those things on my list.
no context to it.
No, you asked, what do you want for Christmas and or your birthday?
3 days later, he sends me a Christmas
only
list.
because Morris was asking and Copeland was asking because I got Copeland something for his birthday. So he's like, let me at least get you something for your birthday if, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So I made that list, sent it to you three guys.
Okay. So he sends me this list, and it's got Dragon
Shield sleeves.
Dragon Shield sleeves on
which
there.
I need.
Right. It's got some other little knickknacks and doodads.
There's no knickknacks and doodads.
Whatever. It's not
stuff that I enjoy.
I get it, right? And it's like five things. And then you get down towards the bottom, and it's a fucking Tag Heuer $2,600. It was on sale.
It was on sale.
$2,600 watch.
Yeah.
And I was like, this motherfucker.
You're probably like, out of line, sir. You're out of line.
You're out of line, bro. I don't even own a tag. Yeah, I'm not getting you a tag if I don't have a tag.
I'm the same, bro.
So I sent them back some shit. I was like, bro, the watch, dude? He's LOL. Imagine one of your friends just fucking throws down for that watch.
Nah, nobody's going to do that, bro.
And
Nobody's going to do that. They shouldn't do that.
you just want it. You put it in there.
That's my gag. That's my joke thing to put in there. Because again, it was between that and putting a tiny house on there. And the tiny house is like $70,000 off Amazon, dude.
You put it in there just to fucking see who got to the bottom of the list.
See who got to the bottom of the list, dude. That's all it is.
Oh, man.
Because I thought I had it in order from like just the sleeves, which are like $12, $13.
Yeah, not buying you that.
And then I progressively got more expensive with the stuff. Like it should, like in the way I put it on my list, at least, it was sleeves were like $12, $13, a couple of hats here, whatever. And then I got into the booster boxes. And then the headphones were like $200, and then it was supposed to be the tag. It's like progressively just got more and more expensive.
Yeah, it started off with the headphones.
Yeah. Oh, did it? I put it in backwards then. Okay.
Yeah. Started off with the headphones. Funny. The last thing was the watch. And I was like, all right, dude. All right. Fucking A, dude. But no, man. You want to do them next week or the week after?
Sure. Well, next week, remember, we got to probably do it on like Saturday.
Right.
Because I got work next Sunday.
Well, I want to do Christmas. If you tell me that by this Saturday, then I have to put a time crunch on it and I have to actually go pick you out something.
Okay, so this Saturday then.
This Saturday?
We just do it afterwards. It's fine.
After?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be your birthday.
Okay. Yeah, it would be the 28th. My birthday's a Friday.
Your birthday's on a Friday?
So it'd be the 28th. Not this Saturday, the following Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, we got to do Saturdays both weeks in a row?
Oh, I guess you're right. So, yeah, the 29th.
29th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to double check, make sure.
No, you're right.
I'm trying to see.
I was thinking that Sunday too, but
we're podcasting next Saturday live because Mr. Stevens got to work a wild ass schedule. 7 days in a row?
No, 6 days.
6? That still sucks. In a row, or you got a break?
I have a break in there somewhere. I just don't remember what day I picked.
Fair. So yeah, Steven's working a wild ass schedule. I'm working a wild ass schedule, guys. And we do this podcast. It's out of my pocket, but we do this podcast for you guys for free, no ads and all that stuff. All we do is we ask that you like, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. Probably should do that at the beginning of the show because who makes it an hour and 23 minutes in? I don't know, but we love you anyway. If you did listen to the whole thing, we'll catch you guys next week for episode 280. Jesus Christ, 280. 280. We're almost to the Houston area code.
That's a lot, bro.
2 episodes away. Christmas episode will be 281.
281, yeah.
Hell yeah. So as always, guys, we love you. We appreciate you for hanging out.
The next one's a Christmas episode.
Where can we find you, Steven?
Just saying. At OS_chameleon with a K.
As always, guys, I'm OS_onslaught on all things social media. Check out the podcast. Just search for Option Select Podcast on our link tree, all one word. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. We hope you stay happy, healthy, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys next week for episode 280. See you guys next time. Peace.
Later.